long-awaited rematch between TJ Dillashaw and Renan Barao. We're finally going to see, obviously, the first fight, the shock of the century. Obviously exaggerating there, but it was a big shock. TJ Dillashaw defeating Renan Barao, absolutely bundled him, knocked him down numerous times. A lot of people never expected him to do that. Then the rematch was stated, and Barao had weight cutting issues, a very severe weight cut. He couldn't fight. Dillashaw fought Soto instead and dominated that performance. We need to see a different Renan Barao, and that's the truth. If he wants to go in and do what he did last time, he's going to get hurt. Dillashaw is going to hurt him. If Renan Barao has evolved his game and showed why for so long he has been such a feared name at bantamweight, then you're going to see probably one of the best fights of the year between these two men. It's a very tough one. I see Barao pulling it back and winning up the series 1-1. It's a very tough fight for him, but I feel if Renan Barao has learned from his mistakes, he can finally showcase why for so long he has been deemed as such a monster. And no disrespect to TJ Dillashaw, but Renan Barao on his day is one tough guy.
In that first fight, TJ Dillashaw just completely neutralised Barao, and I think he was so shocked. He had a lot of level changes, and he just couldn't figure out what he was doing. With the second fight, he's now aware of this, so whether this will work against him or if TJ Dillashaw, he'll come in with a new plan maybe. I think TJ Dillashaw will keep the belt, but I think it'll be a lot tougher fight for him, a real tough fight, and I think he'll win, but it will be a longer fight this time.
First off, TJ Dillashaw is that good. No doubt about it. You can't turn up and put in a performance like the one he put in against Barao first time round and call that a fluke. It was technically brilliant. It was probably at the time the best single performance in a world title fight I think I've ever seen. Absolutely flawless in the way he went about his business and the way he put Barao away. But that wasn't the real Renan Barao, I don't think. I don't necessarily think he looked right going into that fight. I don't know if he had a bad weight cut. I know he has struggled at the weight in the past. And he got rocked very, very early in that fight. And that really dictated what we saw in the rounds that followed. So he was close to being finished early, and after that he was a bit of a punching bag afterwards. So it's hard to judge Barao based on those rounds after he got rocked. It's what he did before, and he didn't look right. So I actually think that Renan Barao will win, which perhaps goes against the grain a little bit. It's unusual for someone to lose their title, come back and win it in a rematch, especially when you lose in such a decisive fashion as Barao did. But as I say, I don't think Barao was right going into that fight. Dillashaw is that good, but I think Barao has got that X factor that he can get the job done. And I fully expect him. I suspect that he'll get the belt back, and we'll see a trilogy fight in early 2016.
I think Dillashaw just has what it takes to beat him. I don't know, but it's not 100%. For me, it's not 100% confirmed until it happens again. And I think that's why it's so exciting, and everyone's been, waiting for this for so long. But obviously Barao's had problems with the weight. We don't know if that kind of affected things from last time. But I don't know, I think Dillashaw just has what it takes to beat him.
TJ versus Renan, I think we're going to see a completely different Renan Barao in this fight. He was obviously supposed to fight him. The rematch was supposed to happen, I think. When was that? It was last year, sometime at the start of the year. He missed weight, had all sorts of weight issues, collapsed. I just think that's a real wake-up, for him, and I do think his head's going to be back in the game. He wants this title back. I think it's the kick up the arse he really needed. He was too comfortable. He's realised he hasn't had the belt for a year, and I just think we're going to see a completely different Renan Barao, and I think he's going to go through TJ Dillashaw. Taking nothing away from TJ there, but I just think Renan Barao, we saw him before he lost the first fight to TJ. He was just a stone cold killer, and I just think he needed that realisation to wake up. And I think we're going to see a very, very different Renan Barao. I can't wait for that fight. It's going to be an absolute barn burner.